Alright, I got my hands on the two convention debut figures from Savage Crucible, Naraka the Undying and Brynar Vael. So, as always, this will not be a review of these figures. I'm going to take them out, I'm going to kit them out the way I want, and then I'm going to use their parts to upgrade other figures. So, let's get started. I like that shade of blue, so let's do Brinar first. All right, here he is, looking very cool. But first, we got some blind bags to open, and I can immediately feel one of the axes, but let's see what color we got. Well, I have this one already, but you know what? I do have another Viteris Rapax, so maybe I will have like a two of them, and they both have the cool lava axes. We will see. And next, we have some loot. And it looks like I got another necklace, but at least it's one I don't have. Ooh, it's a really cool amulet with like an eye on it. This is awesome. So they actually just updated their site with all the possible pulls from these blind bags, and they even added a little bit of lore, so I'll definitely check out what's going on with this really cool amulet. Now, let's take a look at the figure itself. So this head is brand new and is amazing. I love how much character there is in like this. It's not a static expression because you can close his mouth, but whether his mouth is closed or open, you can definitely get a lot of character out of him. Just keep raising the bar with each figure. Now, I thought the rest of him was like 100% reuse, but actually these boots are new. So that's very cool. Just more variety for the line. All right, how about his stuff? So we do have an alternate head. This is a fantastic repaint of the alternate head that came with Jaeger. That's how I ended up kitting him out. He's got kind of a Ronin thing going on. Oh, come on, buddy. There you go. But yeah, I'm happy to have this, and I already have an idea of how I want to use it. Ooh, I love the green eyes. It really shows what you can do just with a repaint of a part. This is great. Next, we got a very simple little knife. We've seen this before. Pops right into this sheath. Next, we got this beautiful sword. This is definitely new and looks really nice. I love the kind of a little bit more of a shiny finish on it. This is great. I wonder if it'll work. Like this sheath is used for another sword usually, but let's see. Just curious. Oh yeah, that's great. Because like I feel like I've gotten a bunch of these sheaths at this point, so it is nice that I can put a different sword in them now. That's awesome. But if you prefer the classics, this is the sword that usually goes in there. And we've seen this guy before too, but it's fantastic, so I'm always happy to have more. Ooh, I like the come on, focus. I like the little blue accents with the gems in there. That's great. Nice touch. Oh man. Next we've got this great little scroll. So this would plug into one of the portholes on his armor or another figure's. And we got lots of hands. So here's some outstretched hands. And some gripping hands with horizontal hinges. And of course on the figure we also have gripping hands with vertical hinges. All right, let's get this out of the way and unbox Naraka. All right, here's Naraka with all of his stuff. But first, blind bags again. All right, so what is in this one? This is like one of the smaller ones, so it's not going to be another big sword, unfortunately, but it does feel like a sword. And I believe I have this one too, but it is still a great paint job, and I do really like it. I think I know exactly who is going to take this one. And some loot, and it finally feels like not a necklace. Nice. Nice. This is awesome. This is what I was hoping for. Like, I love this idea. Look at all these. It's so cool. All right, let's take a look at each one individually because, like I was saying, they updated the site and they actually showed just how many possible pieces these can contain. So, God, can I even get this on camera? Look at this little tiny diamond. Nice. Got a larger sapphire here. This is such a cool idea. Like, they were saying on a stream recently how they were inspired by, like, you know, Blizzard games like Diablo, World of Warcraft, the idea of like socketing gems, and I can definitely see it here. Got this larger red gem in a diamond shape. And a little one. I guess these are rubies, of course, because they're red, but yeah, very cool. And an emerald. And what is going on here? This, that's funny. This looks like part of a sprue. This is more like a bonus for me. So that's kind of funny. Yeah, not a gem, just part of a sprue. That must be how these things come out. Got a cool ingot here. Is it not sure if it's bronze or gold, but looks really cool. I like the there's really great texture on these. It's like this detail is ridiculous for such tiny pieces. And we got some coins. Very nice, very shiny. This is cool. And there's like, we're even talking like different configurations. Like there's this one, and then there's kind of this longer configuration, and these ones are gold or bronze. And then we have yet another variation here. It's so freaking cool, man. Okay, now we can look at the figure. And he is mostly reuse from Nashorn the Disinherited, but he had the like incredibly dark skin, so it's cool to see just how much like the white skin and the purple accents can do. Man, he looks really good. And of course this head is new. And the first time I saw this, I was like, are they introducing robots? But no, this is like exposed skull and decaying flesh. This looks incredible. I think his lore is that he like stuck some kind of jewel in his eye or something. It's awesome. This guy is great. And this belt is new too. So I think, you know, like I do like these holes that they add so that you can put accessories on there, but like I think they might have been a little over eager. I mean, like this, maybe they didn't need these ones on the front. I mean, like how many things do you need to hang on a character? I'm not sure what I would put in these. I'd almost would have rather that this was just clean and then we have more than enough holes going along the back and the sides here. But still, this is a great new accessory. And plugged into it, we have, or is this, oh, okay, so, oh no, it is plugged in, yeah. So this is another new piece, really great sword sheath here. And I think, I mean, like, this is tabbed in, so you could take it off, but I'm not sure if there's another belt you could tab it into. So I guess, like, kind of together, these are a new piece. But you can still take it off and put more stuff on there. All right, let's look at the other stuff. So we've seen this sword before, but man, this is great. I love the paint job on here. And it really looks like ice. It's even shiny. Like, look at that. That is awesome. Like an enchanted ice sword. And as a companion piece, we have this amazing kind of fire sword. This looks incredible. Like, so it's translucent red plastic, but then the gold accents are painted on and they're opaque. So you get this really cool effect where it's almost like energy with like particles inside of it. And that sculpt with the skull, man. That is metal as hell. I love it. And the usual assortment of hands. So we got the outstretched hands and the horizontal gripping hands. And of course the vertical gripping hands that are on the figure. And this fantastic alternate head. So like this is reuse from an accessory pack, but again, just the different paint job makes a huge difference. Look at those red eyes. I mean, it's like impossible to imagine not using the head he came with, but this is very cool. If I definitely got to use this on somebody. And finally, we got this cool piece. So this is like a covering for the messed up part of his face. I wonder how it's probably pretty easy to put on. Let's try it. Oh man, that facial expression is so good. Like, it just works for whether he's killing people or just staring them down. Love it. All right, here's everything new to my collection that we are working with. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to start kitbashing, and I will check in now and again. But just to give my initial thoughts, when it comes to Brinar here, in general, I really do like how he looks. It's very cohesive, but I might play with some ideas. Like I might swap out these wrist guards, bracers, and I know that it's blue under this armor, and I really don't want to hide that, so I might try taking that off. In general, I think I might try and make him a little bit more, or rather a little bit less armored, more of like a lightly armored adventurer, you know, like really lean into the whole cat thing, make him more of like an agile character. And with Naraka here, I mean, it's kind of hard to mess with this guy. I mean, similar to Nashorn, who I grabbed, it's kind of hard to like really mess with these guys' armor too much because like the bracers and the lower legs integrate their skin tone. So like I don't want to mess with that. And like I don't know, they both just look so good. Like, you know, I modified Nashorn a little bit, as you can see if you're familiar with his default look, but I'm kind of thinking it'll be similar with Naraka here, like maybe some minor alterations like I did with Nashorn. We will see. And I do really dig this head. I kind of want it to be what is actually under this helmet, so I'm going to try that out. And I have a feeling once I do that, we're going to get a bit of a chain reaction and start spreading these parts across more figures. And naturally, we will find homes for some of these extra weapons here. So yeah, that's the plan. I will check in now and again, but yeah, let's get kitbashing. Quick little check-in. I just wanted to show this because not many people may know, but if you don't like this peg sticking out here, this is what holds on kind of like the dangling armor bits on some of the waist pieces. The peg is bigger on the inside, so if you have the waist piece removed, it's pretty easy to pop it out of here. And then you've got another tab-in slot for other accessories. So yeah, just wanted to show that really quick. And that tip was helpful for both of these guys. So these are my first two finished kitbashes. Let's take a look at Brinar. So with him, I kind of just tried to, like I was saying, just make him more of a lightly armored character, and I'm really happy with how he turned out. So he's got a Mythic Legions belt set here, and I think this is really cool because it bulks him up a little bit up here, but allows the blue on his armor to show through. I think that looks really nice. He also swapped belts with this guy over here. So yeah, I really like this kind of more simplified look for him. And I added a little dagger here. Also, you got to give your Brynar a dagger because I love that he can put one in his mouth. This looks awesome. And gave him a shield. And what's really cool about this particular belt set is that he can actually store the shield on his back pretty easily. And that looks really cool too. And this chain setup is actually making me, like, I'm really appreciating it more and more, especially when you have it like this, because you can see how, you know, the user can pull it all the way to the front like this, and then when they let go, it hangs in the back, so it's not like sticking out at your side. It's actually a pretty logical setup. So yeah, there is Brinar. He is looking great. I really like how he turned out. And for this guy, he basically got Brynar's belt, and what I actually did was I made sure that these pants were pulled up enough that they were kind of filling in the hole here, so it's not really noticeable at a distance. And yeah, this guy definitely got a bit of an upgrade in this process. He was wearing these pants before, but now he's got these ones that I got from Dagobi Customs, which I showed off in the previous video, but in case you didn't see that, the cool thing about these is that they are sewn. You okay, bud? Anyway, yeah, these are sewn at the bottom, except for a hole for a peg, which works just as well on Savage Crucible as Mythic Legions, because you just push the upper leg peg through, and then you put the boot on, and the pants stay nice and tucked into the boots. So yeah, this guy's looking a lot better now. He was looking a little shabby the last time I modified him, and now he looks a little bit more accomplished. So yeah, he's looking good. Happy with this guy too. And I went ahead and left the dagger on there because any big sword guy might need a dagger now and again. All right, let's make room for more figures. So I'm quite excited about this one. Look at this guy. Like once I got this head, I immediately thought of this black armor. So he did have this helmet in the previous video, and I think he still can have it because this head totally looks like it could fit in that helmet. So all I did with him was I added this Berserk cape from Forge Knight, and the cool thing about it is that there's a little hole in it, and that actually works really well for this Savage Crucible sheath that you can stick in the shoulder pad holes. So he can have that big old sword on his back, and it kind of logically makes sense where he could reach back and grab it. The other thing I did was I swapped out these lower legs to give him a little bit more bulk down here, and I think that works for kind of a more Beastman type character. And yeah, like he looks really menacing just like this, but then, you know, he can like throw the cape back, and I don't have any like waist or shoulder armor on him, so his articulation is unhindered. Like, this guy has definitely got like some berserker armor things going on. I did leave I left the original forearms on here because I like how much range you get at the elbow. The way they're cut, you can just really, really push it. And then we can just get this guy like going nuts. Articulation wise, like, look at that. Yeah, this guy rules. And he still absolutely looks good with the other head too. Now, a fun thing with this head that I'm not sure people realize is that this bun back here is very easy to remove, like just with a little bit of pressure, maybe heat it up a bit. You can pop it out pretty easily, and then it basically becomes like an accessory. Like if you had a soft goods cloak with a hood, he would definitely look good with that too. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm really, really happy with this guy. Like, I kind of want another Elric, just so I can have another figure with this head displayed at all times, but I definitely will swap this guy's head depending on the photo or, you know, B-roll I'm doing or whatever. But yeah, this guy is amazing. I think he looks so much better than like just kind of this armor plus Dracula cape that I did last time. This has some real character. I love this head. Just looks super cool. Now, it's the funniest thing, just by swapping out this lower leg armor, I kind of set off a little bit of a chain reaction in my collection. So once I freed up that lower leg armor, I had enough leftover black armor to put on this albino Lemurian here, and I think he looks fantastic. Like, he's basically Elric if he were a lizard man now, which is kind of fun. And this guy was decked out in like the red Vateris Rapax armor, and he also had like this crazy cloak. And then I decided once I took that off of him, I knew exactly who I wanted to put it on. Naraka! Look at him. I love this. Like, so he's got kind of like a red, purple, and white thing going on, and I just really, really love this. Like, I thought I was gonna want to put like all the red armor on him, but I actually, once I just got the mantle on here, I was happy. Like, he just looks really menacing, even more like super fantasy villainy. And I actually gave him the staff that I literally just gave to a skeleton wizard in my last video. What? I know you're upset. I know you just got that staff, but could I interest you in a flaming spellbook and a scythe? Ooh. But you know, this guy's a little bigger, and I think that like overall the staff just kind of fits him better, and now he's like the ultimate evil wizard. He looks so friggin' cool. And like, you know, this alternate head, like, you know, this could be if he's like wearing a helmet, looks just as good in this color scheme. So yeah, we just like, we took like his metal villainy-ness and just kind of set it into overdrive. And I gave him a little dagger, you know, just in case he needs to throw down, do a little sacrificing, that sort of thing. Yeah. He looks good. I can't get over how much I love this mask. This is so cool. Oh, that dangling you're hearing is there's chains hanging from this thing. You know, just because it wasn't metal enough. Damn it. And then some more of that red armor went to Como here. I really like how I kind of treat him as sort of the main character when it comes to Savage Crucible, so I love kind of leveling him up whenever I get new figures. So you can see he's kind of got a mishmash of parts from various ones, and I really like adding this bracer from Brynar. Even though like it's not a color match to these, I kind of like how he's... Dude. I really like how like overall his outfit is kind of mishmashed from his journeys across the Crucible, and I think he's just looking really great. But of course I still maintain his original sword. So yeah, Como just continues to look awesome, and I'm sure I will continue upgrading his gear as more figures come out. And let's get these guys out of the way. So here's a quick fun one. The wizard that I made in the last video, I actually really like this blue sword with him. It has a little bit more of a magical feel to it. So now he's just the ultimate old battle mage. And this lightning effect I think looks even better on this sword. Yeah, that's awesome. Look at this guy. He looks very good. I don't think this guy could get any cooler. And next, you're probably wondering where Naraka's insane sword went. Well, Nashorn took it. And he looks awesome with it. Like, look at this. So I actually, yeah, so what I did was I re-tabbed it onto the belt at this angle, and I think it looks awesome when it's sheathed like this. And like the red and gold, I think that just matches him perfectly. Now I know like this, it's funny, the sword kind of looks purple when light goes through it, so I can see why it's Naraka's, but like when it's with Nashorn here, it definitely has more of a red and gold look. So I think he looks fantastic with this. Now he feels like truly menacing. He looks awesome. Look at him. All right, moving on. So this is where Naraka's other sword went. It was to Nieve here. So before I gave her this sword, which looked pretty good with her too, but I think this just really emphasizes the accents of blue in her equipment and outfit. So let's talk about the lava axe next. The first one went to Vateris Rapax here. So I figured that the second one could go to my other Vateris Rapax, who is kind of the standard bearer for my Lizardman army, which of course is led by Sauron. I didn't do anything new with Sauron. This is just kind of an excuse to show him off. So yeah, these guys got their lava axes, and Sauron here, who is rocking some parts from the Axie Toys dinosaur, since he kind of stole leadership of the army from him once he arrived and I realized how big he was. All right, there's our final roster for the video, and man, like this, like, okay, I know I said last time I didn't expect to do this many, but I really didn't expect to do this many with only 2 new figures. But yeah, like I hadn't gotten like Como or like the barbarian with the big sword out in a while, so that was cool. It was fun to have an excuse to get Sauron out. I know I didn't upgrade him in this video, but I don't know, he's out and he looks cool, so he's there. But yeah, like these guys turned out great. I say it in every video, but it bears repeating. I'm having so much fun with these. It is like, it's the best thing ever to get a new figure in, knowing you're gonna really get more new figures out of it. But yeah, like time and time again, I'm glad to see that this seems to be my most popular type of video because it is the one I have the most fun doing. So don't worry, whenever I get new Legions or Savage Crucible, Zezre, any of that type of stuff, you will see more videos like this. All right, that is it for this one. I will see you in the next one. Bye.